I don't think anyone really warns you about what happens to your identity after you become a mom. Like, everyone's talking about the baby and the sleep deprivation and the exhaustion, but no one really talks about you. And I think that's what caught me off guard the most. It wasn't just that my life had changed. It felt like I changed, which sounds kind of silly when I say it out loud, but it just wasn't this like clean and inspiring way, like I became a better version of myself. It was more like I didn't recognize myself anymore. And I remember thinking at some point, like, why does no one talk about this? Like, why, in the midst of it, why don't we talk about this? Like, this feels big. This isn't a small adjustment. Like, this feels like something deeper is going on. And then I came across this word, matrescence, which is basically the process of becoming a mother, not just physically, but psychologically and emotionally as well. And when I read it, it just kind of clicked, because it's described as something similar to adolescence, like this full identity shift or demolition, if you will. Identity demolition. And that just all made so much sense to me, because it didn't feel like I just added mom to my name or to the letters of my title. It felt like everything was getting rearranged. Who I was, what I cared about, how I moved through the world, and all of it felt different. And the weird part is, it's not just loss and it's not just growth either. It's both at the same time. There were these moments where I felt like I was losing part of myself. And then there were these moments where I felt like I was meeting someone I hadn't met yet, you know? I just feel like we don't have a lot of space for this kind of conversation, because motherhood is usually talked about in extremes, like a pendulum swing of it's beautiful and fulfilling and it's exhausting and overwhelming, not this like in-between space of where your identity is literally shifting beneath you. But I think for me, that's where the confusion came from, because I didn't realize that this was a process. I thought something was wrong. Like, why do I feel different? Why do I just feel disconnected from myself sometimes? Why do I feel like I'm grieving something that I can't even name yet? In my last video, I talked about whether motherhood felt like an ego death. I think maybe this is kind of the other side of that. Like, if something dissolves, then something else is forming too. Maybe this isn't about losing yourself. Maybe it's about becoming someone new while still holding pieces of who you are, like who you actually are. I don't know, I'm still in it. So I'm really curious if you've experienced anything like this after becoming a parent, a mother, or after or during going through like a major life transformation. Did it feel like it changed you? And in a way that no one prepared you for? This is another echo from the eye of the storm.